Okay. So, a couple quick announcements. I just posted a video last night, but I'm doing this. The title of the video is "Stupid Giveaway" because like two of the items aren't stupid. I'm giving away because I had one extra of the Dragon's Dream Astral Travel Tea after I made the Spellwork Protection Kits. So I'm going to be giving that away on that post, as well as one of your choice of one of my art prints. And then this really stupid, this is the stupid, no, I mean, okay. But yeah, this is the stupid part. These, like, you've probably seen them like on ads or whatever, the National Geographic Rock Minerals or Crystal Advent Calendar Healing Crystal Finally. I don't think these are likely good, but I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm going to be giving these away because I can't in good conscience sell them. So I thought that would be kind of fun. It's a little bit stupid. Anyway, yeah, so all you have to do is just comment on that post. That's it. And then just a reminder that I did drop the Black Magic Spellwork Protection Kits. So if you're experiencing, a spellwork kind of situation, check out the link to my Etsy. I'm also open now for personal readings, and you can also book those on Etsy. Okay, so it's almost Halloween, which is exciting some way. And I thought, let's pull in some energies today, because, this time of year, with the seasons, everything is kind of dying off, and, it's a real death and rebirth, energy. So my thought was asking where you're going to see that kind of energy in your life, of that death and rebirth and transformation. Okay. King of Cups. This guy. He's been in all the readings. This King of Cups. Page of Cups. Knight of Cups. A lot of cups. A lot of love. Nine of Wands. Two of Wands. Ooh. Six of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles. Death. Let me pull two more. Page of Wands. Seven of Cups. All right, so the first card out is the King of Cups, and so this may be concerning someone, an energy that is a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That is clarified by the Page of Cups, which is typically like an offer of an apology or reconciliation. Knight of Cups, clarified by the Nine of Wands. So it shows that this person, even though they're showing up as the King of Cups, that they're currently in a Knight of Cups energy, clarified by the Knight of Wands. And so what that means, Knight of Cups contrasted to the King of Cups, this is much more of like a dreamer energy, like a romantic kind of dreamer. They're in their kind of thoughts and feelings and stuff like that. Just a very romantic, but like almost to the level of like fantasy, kind of energy. The King of Cups, where it is meanwhile a little bit more, about bringing that energy into the 3D. Let me put it this way. So being in this dreamy, Knight of Cups energy, clarified by the Nine of Wands, tells me that this person is experiencing a sense of burden about being in their head about this. Then it shows the Two of Wands, which is a card about making a choice. And on this card, it says unity. And then there's the Six of Pentacles. And so that's about give and take. On this card in particular, it says gifts. So this person may be considering, that they have made a choice in their mind, that they want to bring in an energy of greater balance, of greater reciprocity, and maybe actually bringing in like a gift as well. It does look like there was some juggling in the past, because Two of Pentacles showing up next to that is, hang on a second. Hey, Ganymede, quit it. Sorry, she sees a cat. Anyway, yeah, Two of Pentacles clarified by death means that there was juggling in the past. And it's funny because, I asked in this reading, where are you going to see, death, rebirth, a transformation of an energy in your life? And this is death and rebirth is the word on this card, shows up here. So it seems that this is a past situation, that there was a death in. And so there is going to be opportunity for rebirth here. But it is specifically surrounding that energy of, making a choice, not juggling options, as well as, having greater balance restored in this situation. The Page of Wands is about making a small action. And then the Seven of Cups clarifying that is, Seven of Cups is about choices, about having lots of options or choices. And so this person may be considering exactly how they want to take action in this situation, coming up ahead. Okay. So I would like to pull out some more energies on this. Let's see, because I want to know how this is going to transform. So with that Two of Wands and the Six of Pentacles, we know that this person wants to provide more balance, reciprocity, that they want to, make a choice, set down options. But what is this going to look like in terms of the rebirth and transformation? How is this going to be coming in for my viewer? Okay, the Five of Pentacles, clarified by the Eight of Swords. Eight of Cups, clarified by death. Isn't that funny? We're asking about death and rebirth, and now death has come out twice. Okay. Okay, the Three of Wands, clarified by the Seven of Wands. The Knight of Cups. Again, the Knight of Cups. Clarified by the Ten of Wands. That's funny because, here the Knight of Cups was clarified by the Nine of Wands. And now it's coming out clarified by the Ten of Wands. Which really, to me, shows that this person is probably really in their head. They're going to stay in their head until they're at that Ten of Wands, that ultimate burden. Okay, then we have the Queen of Wands, clarified by Temperance. This is a bonus card. This is porcupine with a wand or a leaf. And that's the Queen of Swords, clarified by the Queen of Swords. Get one more. That is the Page of Pentacles, clarified by the Four of Cups. Okay, so let's jump into this. So, I asked how this is going to take shape for you guys. It shows, and I feel like, again, as I do my readings, this is sort of more like, it comes out like what it's about, but then like past going towards, future energies. So we have here in the past that there was, this Five of Pentacles is a card about being left out in the cold. In this, particular card, there's a couple, a fairy couple sitting on a leaf, and then there's this guy, standing outside of it, kind of reaching towards that couple. The Eight of Swords is a card about trapped energy being stuck in your head. I mean, that's exactly what we were talking about. But in both of these cards, there is like a sense of, and in fact, what I'm seeing? That in this Five of Pentacles, there's, there's a man on the outside, looking at this couple. And then in the Eight of Swords, there's a female energy here that's kind of like on the outside of looking with this this male and the squirrel or whatever. But I feel like through the course of this interaction that you guys had, that, I think at some point in time, maybe you were with someone else, and then another point in time, maybe this person was with someone else. And so I'm getting the sense that there were other connections that were kind of like this was almost like a timing issue, that you whenever this person came forward, you were with someone else, or if you were interested in this person, then they would be with someone else. So then there's the Eight of Cups, which is clarified by death. I'm going to look at the card meaning in this book because it's a little bit different. Okay. Eight of Cups. Fairies are always in touch with nature for their idle, thoughtless temperament. Nature means stability and steadiness. Yeah, the energy. So the meaning of this card is kind of about like being present and enjoying the moment. What I'm seeing is that there was a shift in energy. And at some point, maybe these two were very focused. At one point, one person was really focused on another here, and then roles reversed. But at some point, and in this card, the Eight of Cups clarified by the death, there was, I feel like a restoration in terms of these people then kind of being able to recenter their focus and energy to the present, to their own things, right? Okay, so, then there's the Three of Wands. And in this card, it really looks like a breakup to me. A breakup with somebody like really kind of like taking a little joy in delivering that pain to their ex. And then there's the Seven of Wands, which can be about deception and sneakiness. I think one or both of these parties, but at least one of these parties, then when these people kind of moved on from, each other, they put their focus kind of more in the present, on themselves. And it looks like, so at least one of them had a relationship where it was just, they really, they were betrayed on some level, whether or not that was actual cheating or anything like that. But they were, they were just left like kind of brokenhearted and feeling like they sort of were made a fool of, you know what I mean? Then we've got the Knight of Cups again, like I said, clarified by this Ten of Wands. And so, I feel like what happened is then this King of Cups at some point, and this may be more his journey in terms of like this happening. But this King of Cups, then, you know, he kind of, feel like his thoughts return to you. And, you know, and now that's the burden, the feeling, the sense of burden has grown. Because I get the sense this person really kind of tried to move on, tried to like his best to forget about this, to forget about you. And it's never been able, it's always in his mind. It's always sitting there somewhere in his mind. You know, and I feel like this coming out, this Queen of Wands, again, you know, that's like the most beautiful queen in the deck. But you know, the Temperance comes up underneath it. And so I feel like this is your energy. Because in this part, like you know what I mean? Like clearly all this energy I feel like is focused towards you. But you're just sitting here in Temperance. It looks like you kind of found that energy of being present, and then you know, you kind of focused and reinvested your self-love, you know, your love into yourself. And so I'm seeing that, you know, while this person is in a real space of burden, like mental burden, you're just in this Temperance energy. You know, you're just kind of flowing. You're very magical. And, you know, like, I'm not seeing that you're super invested in that past. And then this card, you know, I'm kind of reading these as an Ace of Wands, you know, so it's about a passionate new start. But in this card, this porcupine is like peeking around like the leaf, which is the wand. And so it's about, you know, I feel like this King of Cups, that he wants to have this passionate new start, but what he's concerned about is walking back into, you know, a Queen of Swords. So he doesn't know if you're like upset or if all you have for him is harsh words. Because, you know, like I said, there was an ending, there was a death in the past here. There clearly was like an imbalance in terms of like a lack of reciprocity, juggling, you know, but this person, it seems like they've kind of, I don't know, this may have been with you, this betrayal and deception, but I feel like not. I feel like this actually came after the death of your guys's, you know, connection. And so I feel like there was, maybe they had done this to you, and then they kind of received their karma, you know what I mean? So anyway, like this person is kind of peeping around. Maybe, you know, they know they did wrong in the past, or didn't treat you the way that they know that they should have. So yeah, they're considering, they really want this passionate new start, but they're not sure if you're going to cut them off or allow them to come forward to you. The Page of Pentacles is about making a small offer or a gift, and that's clarified by the Four of Cups. So, you know, which can be a card about like disappointment. I feel like this person is kind of, again, they're really trapped in their head, but like they're trying to consider, they don't know, they don't know what to bring you. Like they don't know. They're scared of like you cutting them down. They want to do something to kind of like reinitiate contact. I get the sense this is a no contact situation. But they just like, the energy I'm picking up here with this Page of Pentacles and the Four of Cups is that like they just feel like all the things they kind of keep thinking of to say or to offer, or like they don't even know how to start the conversation. Nothing seems good enough. Like the words that they put together to try and explain any of this, like that they're like, none of it, none of it feels good enough. Not all of it feels like a disappointing explanation to them. So, what is this person going to do in the future? Let me grab a different deck. I'd like to know. Oh, okay, that wanted to jump. Oh, the Lovers. The Lovers. Oh, there's a card. Upright. The Fool. Chariot. Two of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Wow. Two of Pentacles and Six of Pentacles both came out again. Four of Pentacles. Ten of Swords. Clarified by the Four of Wands. Oh. One last one. Eight of Swords. Nine of Cups. Okay, so, yeah. So this person does have a tremendous amount of love for you. A lot of love, a lot of passion, you know, and they want to take a leap of faith. They want to take a leap of faith towards this situation. And it actually shows, you know, the Chariot here clarified by the Two of Pentacles. And so, like, he's considering actually physically, because I feel like, you know, like I said, he wants to kind of take an action or send a message or like something, but he's struggling to find the words. He's struggling to find the words. None of it seems good enough. None of it seems like anything that's going to satisfy this Queen of Swords that he feels like he's going to have to stand in front of. And so, you know, so he's considering, he's juggling in his mind. Do I actually just come, like, physically drive towards this person? Do I physically just go and see them and try and explain that, like, why I didn't, you know, give to this situation, in the past, and the fact that they're holding on still. They want to come in, they want to explain that, they want to say that they've never let go of you, they've never stopped thinking about you. And this is like, there was betrayal. There was betrayal in the past. I think that it was more than just not giving enough to this situation. I think there, you know, with the juggling in particular, that's the strong energy coming out. So, you know, I feel like there was, you know, a betrayal in the past. But what this person realizes is that this person, you, that they betrayed, is their twin flame. And they do want union. So, you know, right now, how this kind of finishes is they are just stuck in their head and they're dreaming. They're dreaming again. You know, back to this initial energy that came out, is all that they are doing is kind of sitting in this stuck energy and, you know, fantasizing. This person is, so they're thinking about it. So what I'm seeing right now, this situation, you know, because what I asked at the beginning of the reading is, you know, what area of your life are you going to see a death, rebirth, and transformation? And it's a situation with this person, with this King of Cups. But you know, they do want to come forward. They have a ton of love. They want to take this leap of faith. But they just feel like there's no explanation that's going to be good enough. You know, in terms of sending a text message or even calling, or, you know, I do think that they're scared to stand in front of you and explain this, but they also feel like that's the only chance that they have for you to really hear them without, like, cutting them off. But I'm not seeing, they want to take physical action here. They're juggling that thought. But at the moment, it's a really stuck energy. It's just a really stuck energy. So let me ask this. What is going to help this person, you know, kind of break free of that energy and move forward here? What's going to help this person Get out of that energy. Page of Wands. That's taking action. Strength. He's got to find the strength, you know, to just do something. I get the sense this person hasn't done anything in terms of actual action, right? The Five of Swords and the Hierophant. Don't run in here. No. You guys go outside and play far away. Outside, please. Sorry. Okay, Five of Swords clarified by the Hierophant. Page of Pentacles clarified by the Six of Wands. Yeah, so, yeah, it's saying, you know, this person is trying to go outside. This person is trying to find the strength to take action. Like they know that that's what they have to do. They know that that's what they have to do. But right now they have such mental conflict about this. And the Hierophant clarifying, you know, the Five of Swords here. What I feel like is they don't know, you know, they want to take a leap of faith, but like I feel like part of the reason that they're so overwhelmed is that they have to go from this situation of basically being out in the cold with you to, like, you know, to telling you how serious they are in terms of their intention. And that is, I mean, yeah, if you guys are in no contact, you know, and it's been a long time and a lot has transpired in this situation. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, that's a big leap. That's a big leap. And I understand, but you know, what the cards are saying is you've got to start somewhere. So start small. And this Page of Pentacles, again, with the Page of Pentacles, is about, you know, coming in with a gift and a small offer. And so, you know, and maybe that's the advice for this person is like, if you feel like you can't find the words, like find something that will help you say what you can't say. Find a way, you know, to express what you want to express, even if you can't use your words. It can be a physical, tangible gift. It can be something, you know, maybe, you know, if you're this King of Cups and, you know, if you paint something for them, or, you know what I mean? Or if you're a musician, like write something. That, I guess that's using words, but do you guys get what I mean? Like, it's about coming in with, you have to start somewhere. And so like, if you can't find the words, if you're stuck in your head because you can't find the words, then maybe find something physical, tangible to express your sentiments. So let me get, and this is probably, you know, this is probably my viewer and not, you know, this King of Cups that's watching. So I want to pull some guidance for my viewer in this situation as well with this person. You can radically change your results by shifting your beliefs. What belief is limiting you? And this, you know, energy has come up, even though not this specific card, but, you know, about self-limiting beliefs. And I think there's an important message for actually both parties in this situation. I did a reading, I don't know, like a couple days ago, but I talked about this where it's like, you know, I think that's part of this Eight of Swords stuck energy with this person is that they, you know, they do have limiting beliefs in this situation. And I get it. Anytime you have a death, that's the scariest thing, right? Going through a death and rebirth and transformation is like, not only is there a death in this situation, potentially, you know, there's a death in terms of, clearly there's been a big shift with this person in terms of how they view the situation, that there's an acknowledgement that they weren't doing things, and you know, they probably need to explain that, like why they didn't, you know, give to the situation in the past or what changed. Because that's, you know, that's really what you're going to want to know, right? It's like, well, what changed? How is it going to be different? What changed? Right? But self-limiting beliefs, like, you're only ever going to get as much as you believe that you deserve. Do you see what I mean? So for this King of Cups energy, that's his struggle right now. That is the strength that he needs to find, is to overcome his limiting beliefs in this situation. Because right now what he's believing is that if he sends you a message or something like that, that you're just going to cut him down. You're going to be the Queen of Swords, and that nothing's going to be good enough. And that's because this person doesn't feel good enough. That's their self-limiting belief, is that they don't, they're not worthy. And maybe that's, even initially what happened between you guys is, on some level, if this person acknowledged your value, I don't know. I don't know what the situation was before with you guys. But if they knew what your value was, they either didn't see it in the past, or they knew and they just didn't feel worthy of it. Do you see what I mean? For you, my viewer, in this situation, there's also like, what I think in terms of self-limiting beliefs, what are to focus and evaluate on what your limiting beliefs are in this situation as well. Because any perspective or take, if you don't want this person, fine, right? But if you do, or you're kind of on some level open to it, how you perceive this person is going to make a big difference in terms of like any realities being created here, right? So if you see this person with like a very narrow focus and a lot of judgment, then then they can only come to you kind of in that perspective or in that shape. Do you see what I mean? So, but also, what limiting beliefs, do you have in terms of having this relationship come to you as well, or any relationship, right? What's holding you back there? Okay, one last card. Actually, I'm going to get some messages from this person as well. Take responsibility for your life as creative adventure. How can you live with more meaning, integrity, and truth? And so I think that's asking, anyone listening to this message to really go within and and again, this can just be within the context of relationships or just your life in general. Like, what is true for you? You know what I mean? Like, what are your core values? How do you express them? What is your truth in terms of your vision going forward? I'm also seeing the cards 2 and 33. And 33 is, that's always a strong number for me. Okay, so yeah, I said I was going to get some messages from this King of Cups. And, yeah, okay. I'm working on myself each day so I can come back to you as my complete and whole self. You just would not understand what I'm going through most days. I don't even understand. Oh. You know what I just picked up, which is kind of stupid considering the question I asked? I asked, in what area are you going to see, death, rebirth, and transformation? And this situation with this person came out. But what I just realized is they're going through a spiritual awakening. They've had a death. They've had a spiritual death. And so that is the energy that's coming out, is they are actually doing shadow work. They're doing some healing. This person may not come back to you in the same, and hopefully they don't, right? But I think they're not coming back on some level as the person that you knew them, because they are, have been undergoing this death and rebirth. And so that's the energy I'm feeling with this card, is you just wouldn't understand what I'm going through. If when you go through a spiritual awakening, that's some weird shit. Like, no joke. It's, you know what I mean? Like, it's weird. And when you try and explain this to people, that, you know, they're like, either they'll try and talk you out of it, right? Like, oh, that's just a coincidence, or oh, that's just like whatever. And so you feel crazy. And so a lot of times then you do go into that hermit energy, just because it's like, you know it's happening, but like nobody understands. So this person, I feel like, feels very alone at the moment too. I'm afraid that it's too late to turn it around and make it right. Yeah, and that's what we're seeing, right? Is that he doesn't know. He just doesn't know how to come in and not face your wrath, right? I look at your pictures for hours on end. You are still so beautiful to me. Aw. Yeah, this person really misses you. They do love you. I mean, honestly, if this is a divine counterpart for yours, I just, you know, if you, again, kind of looking back on your own experience, if you're the feminine energy, I assume that you've already gone through this, right? Women, the females do lead in this journey in terms of the awakening and the death and rebirth, right? Think about how much you've changed. Think about how your values have changed, how your integrity has changed, how you approach the world, the meanings, you know. And so if this person does come back in, I just always feel like, you know, it's probably, if you're in a healed enough position to do so, and of course, absolutely free will. This is your decision. It's up to you and what you feel is right for you. Whatever is true and authentic for you. But I feel like if somebody has actually gone through a spiritual awakening, they may not be completely changed. You know how that goes. Like, you're still working through stuff. But I think it's worth leaving the door open a crack. Let's put it that way. Okay. So I think I'm going to leave it there. I'm excited, you guys. It's Halloween tomorrow. So I hope that, you know, maybe you guys are trick-or-treating tonight, or I don't know how that works because I'm in a rural area. I don't know what people are doing. But if you're trick-or-treating, or you went yesterday, or, you know, however it is in your community or neighborhood, I hope that you've been enjoying and celebrating Halloween. But yeah, so, okay, that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow on Halloween then. Have a good one.